Welcome to the first ever episode of the Secrets of Seton Hall podcast, a survival guide for freshmen and incoming students. We will talk about tips and tricks for surviving your time here at Seton Hall and for having the best possible experience while you are here. It will cover a wide range of topics from housing to dining to sports to classes, anything possible to make sure that your experience here is the best possible one. So with the end of the semester coming up, that means planning for next year has commenced. It is a hot topic. And one of the biggest things on the minds of so many students is housing and deciding where they're going to live next year. Either on campus or off campus, it's a big decision. So that is what our podcast is all about today. So we're going to talk about a little bit about on-campus housing right now. So this is done through Housing and Residence Life, HRL, and you apply once the application opens and give a deposit. And once that happens and you register for classes, you are eligible to apply for housing. So it's a little different for freshmen and for upperclassmen. So for freshmen, it's random where you're going to be living. There's two residence halls. There's Bolin and Aquinas. Most students do not get a say. Every once in a while, if either you're an athlete, you're in the honors program or a specialized program, there's assigned spots for you either in Aquinas or Bolin. But besides that, the residence hall you live in is totally random. You are able to select your roommate and suite mates as well. And I know a lot of people do that at Pirate Adventure leading up to housing selection. For the upperclassmen area, the selection process has changed over the past couple of years. My first year going into upperclassmen area, it was done through a priority point system. So you got different amount of points based on your GPA, your involvement on campus, your judiciary record. And the more points you had, the earlier you got to pick. Since COVID, though, they have changed it to a lottery system where once you apply, you're put into a lottery and they pick out randomly who goes first and all the way down the list. They have added something special this year, though, where 75% or more of your suite is staying, you're able to stay in that same room if everyone agrees to. So that's just a little bit about the process overall, and I'll talk about my experiences a little bit. So freshman year, I lived on campus. I came in random with everyone in my suite was there, my roommates and my suite mates. I've heard different experiences about people having good roommates, good suite mates, bad suite mates, bad roommates. But luckily for me, my roommates were great. I was in a triple in Aquinas on the third floor. I had no problems with them. We got along well. We weren't best friends, but we were able to live together and we were friends, which was awesome that we didn't have any problems. And then going into my sophomore year, when we still had the priority point system, I got priority points. I was able to select Xavier Hall with my friends and suite mates. But then shortly after, COVID hit, which changed everything for housing. So my original suite mates ended up staying virtual the whole year. So my roommate and I were paired with people we didn't know, but luckily we got along well as well. And then going into my junior year, where I lived in Xavier again on the first floor, it's the same. We used the lottery system, and I got picked one of the first people, so I was able to stay in Xavier Hall. And my roommate and I were able to pick our suite mates, which was awesome. And now for my senior year, which is coming up, I will be living off campus for the first time, which will definitely be a great experience and a different one, and I'm excited for it. So my opinions on, if you ask, should I live on campus? Should I live off campus? What do you think I should do? So for freshman year, I definitely think you should live on campus. Such a great experience. Some of my closest friends, I met on my floor in my dorm. And without that, there's no way I would have met them because we're not the same major. We don't do the same activities, just like that. So if I didn't live on campus, I wouldn't have met them. And those are my best friends today, which is awesome that through just living together, I'm able to form those bonds. And then as it goes forward, I definitely recommend still sophomore year living on campus because you're still getting used to everything going forward. But then junior and senior year, it's up to you. But I think it's a good idea to go out and get some experience living on your own while still having the support of your friends in your apartment, in your house that you get. So you're able to experience what it's like living like that without having the full responsibilities of owning a house and all the other things that come along with it. So that's about the end of our podcast today. I hope you all enjoy, and I'm looking forward to seeing all your comments on it, and hope you listen to the next one. Have a great day and go Pirates!